Questions?
Coach, can you give us the update on Brandon Cotton right now?
Supposed to visit with him this afternoon. I don't know much to tell you. I've just talked to him really one time, and just to be, which wasn't thinking clearly. And he's just a freshman. Got a lot of potential. I thought he had a very good spring game for a guy who had a shoulder problem, and hopefully we'll get him going. I know his mom and dad are also en route, and hopefully they're going to be able to talk to him too, and we'll get him all straightened out.
Let's talk a little bit about what's in the news right now with the agent, and the players, and what's your opinion about all that?
Yeah, I listened to a little bit of what Coach Saban, Coach Meyer said, and I agree with both of them. It's been, they've been out there. It's my 13th year to come to this, and it's not like they just showed up. I mean, they've been around with runners and runners of, and there's some good agents, and then there's some that are not so good. And the ones that sneak around and try to get to the family and get through to the young man, and it's just a tough situation, and you would like to see some repercussion on the person that's not doing right. And again, it could be player, but it could be that agent too. It's tough. It's a tough deal because it's hard to control. A lot of people say, well, a coach should know about it. Well, it's hard. It's hard to just manage that 24/7, especially they're not all under one roof like they used to be. There's not an athletic dorm. And so it's just difficult of the people they come in contact with them all the time, and their families and uncles and aunts and all that. So it's tough.
On offense this year, Coach, just replacing the guys you got to, Dexter and Shea.
Tough. Dexter McCluster. Missed him all spring and missed him so much. Never been a player to rush for 1,000 and catch 500 yards of ball in the SEC. Never. He's the only one. He's special, and we're missing. Kansas City Chiefs they love him. We lost our first 1,000-yard receiver in the history of the school, Shea Hodge. Jevin Sneed, we didn't think he'd leave early. That's 2,500 yards last year and 18 wins in 2 years, 2 Cotton Bowl victories. That's tough. So, saying all that, we got to have some guys step up. Our strength is our defense, but we need our offense to really come on. Have 2 good tackles that's played a little bit, Bradley Sowell, Bobby Massey. I'm excited about Nathan Stanley. I think Nathan Stanley really has put the time in. He studies, he works, has a good arm, very accurate, and I think he'll only get better. Just doesn't have that one word, that experience word, doesn't have that under his belt yet. And so you're going to have to do that on the run, no matter who we put in there, whether it be Randall Mackey, Raymond Cotton, or Nathan Stanley. They're all the same, very little experience. But here's who you're going to lean on, though. You're going to lean on Brandon Bolden. You're going to lean on Enrique Davis, who had his best spring by far. Marquise Summers has to step up for us to be a playmaker. Jesse Grandy, Shea Hodge. So we got some guys that have to step up. You're just not used to hearing their name, and I'm not either.
What does Brandon bring to the
Toughness. He's faster than he's ever been. Coach Decker's really done a good job with him. He can vertical jump 37 inches. He can run 4.5. We need him. We need his hands. He's a playmaker for us.
What about Ryan Scott? What's the latest with him?
Well, I tell you, it's not too bad. I wanted to be able to handle things better. When somebody keys your car, first of all, try to find out who did it and understand that it may not be when somebody says he did it, that doesn't mean go get him. Okay, find out some facts first, but more importantly, handle it the right way. But it was on campus. It wasn't even a fight. It was more of a scuffle, a push, but they were disorderly, and they got arrested on campus by the university police. And that's been our first one in a couple of years, so I was disappointed in that. But it'll be all right. We're going to handle that thing in-house. He's already had to pay a little bit of a price. He didn't like getting up early and doing a couple of things, but that's good for him.
Coach, you 2-0 against Arkansas, and what's it the feeling to be like for you coming back to Fayetteville for the second time?
SEC's tough. It's always tough, especially when you have the ties that I had with Arkansas. Being from Arkansas and being on the home field sidelines for 10 years and three years as an assistant, a couple of years as a grad assistant, that's very difficult, always tough. But something you have to do, and once the game gets kicked off, you get lost in that. And that's the way I play it. And that's what you asked me, what I feel.
The feelings like for you.
Yeah.
Coming back to second time, just for your recruits,
Yeah.
that you know, this
Right.
time around.
Right.
Just the feeling you can back.
Yeah, it's always, it's. I look forward to it, but I also know it's hostile. It's a hostile environment, like all the SEC stadiums are, but more so there because I've been there, and it's just it'll be a very, very competitive game. I know that.
Coach, you feel like you're sitting in a little bit of a catbird seat, not a lot of expectation out there. You have a pretty good reputation of taking that kind of situation and making the most of it because people are looking for you, and
Right.
your record speaks to that very high regard. And that you feel like that again this year with the expectations low.
I hope so. I hope so. You have to realize now, after 13 years, pretty much, if you did a study, I think I've been picked towards the bottom about 90% of the time. So I'm used to that. And so people say, well, you do a better job when you're picked underneath the radar. Well, I've always been picked underneath the radar, except maybe one time. And then last year, one time at Arkansas, one time here last year. But I do feel good. I feel good about our team, especially on defense. I think we got to do a great job of coaching on offense.
Coach, talk about DT Shackelford.
DT Shackelford. He is an awesome guy. I'll take all those guys from Alabama I can get, like DT Shackelford. He is something special. Been raised right. He made all A's. His name is never on my desk for missing anything. I drive by last Saturday, just driving by, Diane and I driving by the stadium, look to the left, and there's DT Shackelford out there by himself. He's just jogging. What a guy. He's a winner. Played last year as a freshman. Hard-nosed linebacker that will hit you, understands what we're doing, and he'll be. I'll be bringing him down here one day.
Coach, I think I may know the answer to this, but how are you feeling about recruiting right now?
Man, we're smoking right now. We're going. We're excited, but we all know it's a long marathon. It's early, but we've never been at this spot where we are right now in July. Never. Where you have that many quality guys that can play and more coming, more swimming to the boat. So I'm very, very excited. I think it goes back to two things. One, success, 2 Cotton Bowl back-to-back champions. Our players, they get on campus. Those guys that committed have been on our campus 3 or 4 times, not even counting watching us play last year. So it's exciting, real excited about it.
Talk about Randall Mackey, what you've seen from him so far, transfer.
He's an exciting guy, exciting player that's a playmaker. Just got to learn some different terminology. But if you watch him on film, you'd get pumped up because he can escape, he can throw it, he can make things happen. You can move him, different launching spots. He can run option. We got to find a way to get him going, especially
Would he be
right
a
now.
Wildcat type guy?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Coach, you talked about your players on offense this year that have stepped up and make plays. How about your coordinator spots there?
Or what?
Offensive coordinator.
Yeah. I've got 2 of the greatest. Mike Marks has been with me 18 years. He's one of the best offensive line coaches in America. Dave Rader, we're real fortunate. When Kent left, we're real fortunate to get Dave because if you go back and study his quarterbacks, Gus Farrow, T.J. Rubley, Brody Kroll, John Parker Wilson, all those guys he tutored, they always played very, very well, and they managed the game. They managed it. And a lot of experience. I knew Dave back when he was a head coach at Tulsa, and he was just an awesome guy. I've been involved in the offense. I've called the plays the last 2 years, but we do it by committee. We have a solid game plan on Sunday and Monday we put in, and really we all are involved in that. And so we got a good chemistry going.